Welcome! For this video, I think it would be helpful if you guys all turn to page 11 in your workbooks. And we're just going to kind of work through this page 11 together so you get an idea of how you can use composite functions and evaluate composite functions with graphs and with tables. So we're going to be starting on the inside and working out. And so the evaluation process when you're working with a graph and a table is going to be, rather than turning to an equation for your answer, you're going to be turning to your graph or your table for your answer. So here we see we're going to need to evaluate f of the answer we get from evaluating g of 6. So we'll come over here, and these numbers are terrible, so I apologize. I'm going to do the best I can, and we can make corrections later if we need to. But we come over to the graph of g, and we want to evaluate g of 6. So I think this is 2, 4, 6, and it looks like g of 6 is, let's say, I don't know, is that a 2, negative 4, negative 6? Maybe we can just go with that for right now. Okay, so let's imagine that's 2. So then what we're going to do is whoa, just a minute. I hit a button. Okay, we're back. So what we're going to do, because we've found that g of 6 is actually equal to 2, is now we're going to evaluate the function f at 2. So we go to 2, we figure out what our corresponding y value would be, and so it looks like the function evaluated at 2, the function f, is going to be 0. All right. So now that you've seen that in action, you can certainly pause right here, maybe try a couple yourself. I would encourage you to do that, and then start it up again when you're ready to check your own answers for B and C. Okay, so hopefully you've paused, you've come back. For B and C, we're going to go to the f function and evaluate f of 2. We find out that f of 2 is 0 right here. So we're going to evaluate g of 0. And g of 0 will come to our graph of g. Looks like g of 0 is negative 1, supposing that this is negative 2, depending on our crazy graph here. Okay, so hopefully you got that answer. Again, we can go to our f function, evaluate f of 0. And it looks like if we come to our f function, f of 0, that's negative 2, that's negative 4. It looks like f of 0 is equal to negative 4. So now we're going to evaluate g at negative 4. So we'll come over here, negative 2, negative 4, probably right about down to there. I'm going to guess that that's probably a y value of negative 3. And maybe you guys got a similar answer, hopefully. All right, let's scroll on down the page. This time we're using a graph and a table. So again, why don't you take a minute and pause your video. Now that you're back, let's go ahead and evaluate these and see how you did. All right, so let's go to our g function. The g function is in a table we see right here, and our graph of f of x is right next to it. So we'll go to g of 4. Okay, so I come down here. Here's 4. G evaluated at 4 is going to be 2. So then I will plug a 2 in here and evaluate f of 2. Again, I'll come over to my f function. F of 2 is 0. I'll find f of 2. We know f of 2 is 0, which means now we're evaluating g of 0, which according to our table is going to give us a 3. It's a little puzzle we're figuring out here. Inside function, g of 2. Come right over here, evaluate g of 2, we get 0, which means now we're looking for f of 0, which we decided earlier was a -4. Okay, I hope you guys did great. This was a quick video compared to the last one. We'll keep working on composition of functions, and we're going to start getting into some things that are a little bit trickier to simplify. So there's going to be a little more coming your way in terms of composition of functions. But right now you guys are doing a great job with this idea. I do want you to go ahead and complete pages, I believe it's 10 and 13. Let's double check back here at the top of our page. Yep, 10 and 13 it is. So see if you can figure those two out. There's some challenging problems on those pages, and we'll of course answer any questions you might have in class. All right guys, good luck.